So, hi. Your name? Alexia. Alex, can you take this? Very nice. Thank you so much. Oh, that's fine. You can keep it with you. Just that's the tradition. I think you know, right? Yes. Yes, that's fine. Okay. Please say it 3 times together, everyone. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Good evening, everyone. Um, so nice to see all of you, and today too. Before we start, I would like to sincerely wish that may this practice also help you to feel, to experience at least a little bit of inner peace and inner happiness. So this is a long path. So gradually, little by little, I always teach you about the simile of the ant, right? So just like the ant, you have to go little by little. Um, so the continuous practice, it is the key to success. So if you don't develop courage, so if you don't develop the 3 kinds of courages, then you can't proceed and grow, right? So what are 3 kinds of courages? Courage to start, courage to continue, right? Courage. Yes, absolutely. So, courage which continues until you reach your final goal. So, that is the road to success. So, I can encourage you and a little bit motivate you, but you have to motivate yourself for 75%, right? So, please work hard for yourself, right? So, all of you got a chart today. First, I want to talk to you about that. So it is called as the mindfulness test, right? Uh, After 1 week, so we are going to finish the breathing meditation instructions, but I will continue to help the new students, right? So with mindfulness meditation, so breathing meditation, but so for the old students, so and at the same time as a public teaching, I won't teach. So after the 26th of April, I won't publicly teach breathing meditation. Instead, I will start teaching you Vipassana meditation, right? But the newcomers, don't be afraid. I'm going to guide you with uh, personal instructions, right? So you can proceed with that, right? So uh, therefore, I want to check your progress. So that's why I designed it so not only myself, so I took some instructions and guidance from certain researchers from Harvard. So they have done. I think you might have heard of Harvard Business Review. So they have given a sample, using that sample, and and then at the same time mixing my own ideas. So I prepared this long time ago, right? So uh, please answer this with answer these questions very carefully. I will email them to the online students within the next week, right? You can do it at home and send it to me, the copies, right? You can take photos and send me the answers. So somehow this one is designed to test. So your status, your state, and then accordingly, I will try to guide you, right? So some of you might need personal guidance in certain areas. So I'm going to recognize those areas and I'm going to focus more in those areas. I think hope all of you understood, right? Then, right, um, we are practicing breathing meditation during these 4 months. We have been practicing it. So the old students, they are instructed to practice the third step of breathing meditation as usual, right? So all of you know. So third step of breathing meditation is focusing on the touch of breath within the small triangular area below the nostrils and above the upper lip, right? When the breath comes and touches, so please be aware of the touch, and at the same time, please be aware about the sensations that arise within that small triangular area and observe how they arise and pass away, right? New students, they are instructed to practice the first step. This is how you do the first step. So please pay your entire attention to your breath. When it is coming in, please be aware right now, at this present moment, my breath is coming in, right? So please be fully aware. Then don't go with the breath all the way in, right? Stop your observation at the end of your nostrils. So here, there's a particular area where the breath goes and touches. So observe the breath up to that place. Understand? So we can't see that place. You have to feel it, right? You have to work hard and you have to feel it yourself, right? Then let the breath so go and touch that area, and after that, let the breath go inside. Don't follow the breath. So until it comes back. When it is returning back, it will touch the very same area, the end of your nostril, and then gradually, slowly, it will go outside. When it is going out, please be fully aware. Right now, the breath is going out. If it is long, be fully aware that my breath, it is going. So when it is coming in, please be fully aware that it is coming in. If it is going out, please be fully aware that it is going out. If it is long, be aware right now, my breath, it is long. If it is short, please be fully aware that my breath right now, it is short, right? Accordingly, on the current experience, please assess and realize, understand, recognize. And then at the same time, there are these certain experiences of breath will be gross. So when you are experiencing the gross breath, please be aware, right now, I'm experiencing the gross breath. If it is soft, please be fully aware that right now I'm experiencing the soft breath. Accordingly, please be fully aware, right? If it is long, if it is short, if it is soft, if it is gross, let it be so. Don't try to change it. Don't try to favor any of those breathings. So just keep on being aware, right? And try to stay with the present. Try to keep your mind focused on the present experience of breath without any judgment. So don't favor any breath, right? Don't crave for one kind of breath and don't hate any kind of breath. So let it come, let it go. Just keep on being aware, right? Is there any question? Right. So no, because there are so many new students. I want you to understand the technique properly. So if you don't understand the technique properly, you can't so practice the meditation in a proper way. So I think I hope that all of you understood, right? So Uh, so please practice like that and try to develop inner peace and inner happiness as much as possible. Before we start, every day, for 5 minutes, I teach you something to adapt into your life. Today, too, I'm going to teach you something to adapt into your life. So, today I'm going to teach you about practicing giving. I think I wish that uh, all of you are givers. I hope so. Giving is very important. Um, I don't know whether you believe in karma or not, but we have to understand. According to Buddha, whatever things that we have gained them because of giving. In the past, since we practiced giving, today we got things. So if we want to get things in the future, so we have to keep practicing giving. When someone is giving something, you might think that you are giving some kind of a material thing. But actually, when you give something to another person, you are giving 5 things. Please understand these 5 things. If you have brought the books, so please write these things down. Number one, when you give something, any food or anything else, so not bad things, okay? So there are certain things that you can give, but that can harm the other people, right? Not those things. So I'm talking about food, residences, money, such kind of things. So when you are giving such kind of things, the first thing that you give is long life. That's number one. For an example, food. When you give food, the other person will consume that, and then the the nutritions of it helps that person to survive for a long period of time, right? So the first thing that you give is, when you are giving something to another person, the first thing that you give is a long life. The second thing that you give to another person when you are giving something is beauty. For an example, food. When you give food, that person will consume, and then because of that, that will help that person to maintain the color of that person's skin, right? And it helps that person to maintain beauty. So you donate beauty. Third thing that you donate when you are giving something to another person is, so mental and physical comfort. Mental and physical comfort, right? So in this world, the bigger, so the most unbearable, if you talk about the most unbearable thing that any being cannot bear, so there'll be multiple answers, but the most correct answer is hunger. Hunger. So when someone's hunger is gone, that person feel comfort, right? That person feels mental comfort, physical comfort. So please keep that in mind. Whenever you give something to another person, the third thing that you donate is mental comfort and physical comfort. Fourth thing that you donate when you are donating something to another person is mental and physical strength. Right? Mental and physical strength. So if you don't eat for 1 week, how would you be? Will you be strong to do anything? You won't be strong. You'll just lie down on the floor without being able to do anything, right? So when you donate something to another person, the fourth thing that you give is mental and physical strength. The fifth thing that you donate when you give something to another person is general wisdom and ultimate wisdom. Wisdom. If you don't eat, for an example, if you donate food or other kinds of things, so because of those things, so that helps that particular person to maintain the blood flow well, right? The circulation of blood go. So when, for an example, if you donate food, it generates fresh blood. It causes fresh blood. Fresh blood means it helps the brain to work well. When the brain works well, we gain the ability to think clearly. If someone, so you can understand, if someone, so if someone doesn't eat for a long period of time, that person cannot think properly, right? So that person starts to experience hallucinations, right? So imagination, right? So fifth thing that you donate to a person uh, by giving is wisdom. If you have these five things in you, that's because you have given in the past. And why, if you want it further, then please keep giving. So we had practice. So what are the five things? Five things that you donate when you donate something. Number one, long life. Yes. Number two, beauty. Very nice. Good students. So number three, mental and physical comfort. Number four, strength. Number five, wisdom. Very nice. Good job. So please keep practicing giving. So my master, Buddhi, always teaches this to the to so young students. So every month, take $20 and then change them into $1 bills. And whenever you meet someone, so a homeless person or needy person, please give one of it without expecting anything in return, right? Even whenever you give something, don't expect anything in return. Even don't expect thank you. Oh, God bless you. So leave it up to that person to tell or not. That's not your action. That's that person's action. Your action should be giving, right? It can give good benefits right then and there. And later on too, even though you believe or not, you are bound to get benefit. So please practice giving as much as possible. So it is the one which makes the world beautiful, giving. So there are two things that you can give. One thing is these material things. The second thing is so immaterial things. When you share loving kindness, compassion, and at the same time sympathetic joy. Sympathetic joy means not being jealous, being happy when other people are successful. So those are things that you give, right? So please practice both kinds of givings, material and immaterial. Then you're bound to get benefited in this life and many lives to come, right? So even though if there is anyone who doesn't believe in the next life, that's fine. At least for this life, please practice giving. Right. With that advice, I would like to start today's meditation. So everyone, please keep your back straight, neck straight, and head straight. Please keep your right palm on your left palm. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath and let it go. Take another deep breath consciously and let it go. Now let your whole body and mind to calm down. Calm down. First, as usual, I will pay our respect and gratitude towards the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. And after that, we will start today's silent meditation. Please concentrate. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Itimiso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho viññācarane sampanno sugato lokamido anuttaro purise dhamma sarati sattādeva manussanam buddho bhagavati. Swakato bhagavata dhammo sandittingo akaliko ehi pasiko opanaiko paccatang vedetabbo viñño hiti. Sumanipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Unyupanipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Nyāya patipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Sāmīci manipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Yadinang cattari purisa yugani Atte purisa puggala Ise bhagavato sāvaka sangho Ahuneyo pahuneyo Dakhineyo anjali karaniyo Anuttarang punyakhitam lokasati. With a very calm mind, with a very quiet mind, with an alert, very attentive mind, with a very patient mind. Everyone, please start your meditation. Everyone, please pay your entire attention to the breath. And if you are practicing the first step of breathing meditation, if you are a beginner, please practice the first step of breathing meditation. If you are an old student, please keep practicing the third step of breathing meditation as instructed. Whatever the meditation technique that you practice, may your meditation practice be very, very successful. Very, very successful. Please work diligently, continuously, courageously. You are bound to be successful. You are bound to be successful. Please start the meditation. Now, everyone, let the eyes to stay closed. But if you want to change your posture, you can change your posture if it is paining. At this moment, we are going to practice loving kindness meditation in brief. Next, we are going to practice loving kindness meditation in brief. So if the legs are paining, if the pain is unbearable, you can change the posture. When you are practicing loving kindness meditation, what you have to do is you have to share your sincere, unconditional loving kindness with all beings. It starts with yourself. First, please spread your sincere loving kindness towards yourself. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be very peaceful. Please spread your sincere loving kindness towards yourself first. Now, let's spread our loving kindness towards our dear parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. May my dear mother, may my dear father, may my dear teachers, relatives, and friends be well, be happy, be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your honest loving kindness towards all those people. Now, let's spread our sincere loving kindness towards the people in the middle. That means the people who are not our friends and the people who are not our enemies either. The people who are in the middle, the neutral people. May all the neutral people be well. May all the neutral people be happy. May all the neutral people be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your sincere loving kindness towards all the neutral people. Neutral people. Now, let's spread our loving kindness towards the enemies. So, we are going to think about people who have done wrong to us. If you have grudges, don't keep them with you because you are the one finally who is going to be the first victim of your own anger, of your own grudges. So let it go. Forgive your enemies mentally and spread loving kindness. May all my enemies be well, be happy, be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your loving kindness towards the enemies. Now, let's spread our loving kindness towards all the beings in the world. Human beings, animals, and then reptiles, birds, fish, visible beings, invisible beings, all the beings. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be very peaceful. Very peaceful. Please spread your sincere loving kindness towards all the beings in the world. All the beings. Bhavetu sabbe mangalam Rakantu sabbe devatam Samme buddhanubhavin Samme dhammanubhavin Samme sanghānubhavin Sada sutti bhavantuti Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now everyone, very calmly open your eyes. Let your whole body to relax from top to bottom and bottom to top. Now please join your palms together and say 3 times, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. For the newcomers, for the knowledge of newcomers, so sadhu, sadhu, sadhu means that's an Asian tradition that we do during the spiritual sessions. So sadhu means if we do it at the beginning, Mr. Bhanu, can you bring some books? Yeah. So it's in the library. You know the place, right? Yeah. Oh, battery is low. Right. Yeah. So, well, let's. How much do we have? All right. Is the camera on? Let's wait until the camera goes. Right. So, right. So, almost take. So, yeah, sad, sad, sad. So, sad, sad, sad means at the beginning, if you do that, so that means, so we welcome, right? Sometimes even the teacher also forgets, right? Somehow at the beginning, if you say so, that means we welcome. In the middle, if we say that, that means we we appreciate. In the middle or at the end, if we say sadhu, the meaning is we appreciate. Very nice, right? That's very nice. That's excellent. So that is the meaning, right? So better do this instead of doing it as a ritual. Better do it with understanding. So that's why I wanted to let you know about that. So I hope so all the students are doing so their best, and so I hope that all of you are sitting every morning and evening. So if you can, within the remaining period of time, all students, so they are kindly requested so to prolong the time that you sit. Earlier you were sitting, the beginners, they are only instructed. So if you haven't practiced meditation before, So you are only instructed to sit for 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes in the evening. So, uh, so for the newcomers, before you leave, I'll give you a chat to note down. So on that chart, so you have to uh, note down. So if you sit in the morning, please note it, and then if you sit in the evening, if you completed your sitting in the evening, please note it down. So and then so after that, um, you have to assess. So after every, so every month, at the end of every month, you are you will have another side of that very paper to assess yourself, right, about your progress. So somehow, for the all students, I would like to request them to prolong your time. If you're sitting for 10 minutes, if you can do it for 20 minutes in the morning and evening, I really appreciate. If you can do more, so I am so thankful. Because when you practice Vipassana, you need a lot of concentration, right? So observing the sensations of body, so you can't observe them, right? You can't catch them with your sensitivity if you don't have a deeper concentration. So if you don't have a deeper sensitivity, right? Therefore, please uh, try to prolong the time and try to practice little bit more. Try to dedicate a little bit more time for your practice. So at least 10, 20 minutes in the morning and 20 minutes in the evening. For the newcomers, so they are excused, they can, right? So newcomers means not those who joined so 1 month or several weeks ago. They have to sit at least for 10 minutes. So those students who joined very today, so they can sit for 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes in the evening. And you can start like that. After 2 weeks, you have prolong it to 10 minutes, right? In the morning and evening. So that's how you progress, right? Then please do like that. And I told you to develop mindfulness habit, right? So please practice those mindful. So please so remind yourself to practice that mindfulness habit, right? And I'm not going to describe how to do it because I have already described to the old students for multiple times, right? Then if I describe it again and again, you will feel boring too, right? So then today I will teach. Today is an extra day. I was to teach according to the schedule I gave you last time. So at the beginning of this year, I was to teach you about the 8 facts that would help you to develop courage. But I already taught about the techniques that can develop courage 2 weeks ago. I think no need teach about those things. Again, because uh, so I have taught you adequate. I have given you adequate information, right? So to develop it. So therefore, today I'm going to teach you about. I'm going to use this time to teach you about several new techniques if you would like to practice, because last time we had the question and answer session, and I think Mr. Bhanu talked about the other techniques. So my reply was there are 40 other techniques, but I'm not going to teach all of them here. But there are certain techniques that you can still practice. So if they suit you and if you like them, you can practice whenever you can practice these ones whenever you have time. I'm going to introduce some of them, not everyone, all of them. We don't have time. So, a few of those techniques, if you really want to practice them. So, among the 40 techniques that Buddha taught us, that Buddha taught us, um, so if we practice, which can lead to develop concentration. The most popular one is, I think, walking meditation. Is there anyone who practiced walking meditation before? Oh, very nice. There are four students, right? For them, it won't be new, a new teaching, but for the others, this will be a new teaching. Especially if you feel difficult, right? If you feel like it is difficult to concentrate on breathing, right, for a long period of time. So I have taught this to I have instructed this to all students already. So please practice walking meditation for 5 to 10 minutes. This walking meditation that I'm going to teach you, please practice it 5 to 10 minutes before your sitting meditation. That means before your breathing meditation, please please practice walking meditation 5 to 10 minutes, right? Even at your workplace, if you feel impatient, so impatience, anger, and so even it can be jealousy or such kind of negativity. At such times, if you can, please take a small break, go to a place where you have at least a little space, enough space to walk up and down, and please practice this meditation if possible. That this will help you to calm yourself down, right? So, right, then you on the journal that I already provided. So I have given everyone a journal. So to write, if you would like, you can write these things down. So you can write walking meditation, and I will teach you it in 3 steps, right? So walking meditation, it can be considered as one of the fastest, so effective techniques which can help you to concentrate, right? It can help you to concentrate faster, right? So walking meditation, first you have to do it like this. So you have to pick a place, you have to select a place where you can at least walk for 10 to 15 steps, right? 10 to 15 steps. If you don't have that much space, then you have to be contented, be satisfied with what you have. But the best place is considered as the place where you can walk. Walk 10 to 15 steps uninterrupted, uninterrupted, right? Then, right. So number one, first step is so observing your feet like this. So if you are moving your right leg forward, you stay aware. You stay aware that you are moving your right leg forward. When you are moving your left leg forward, you have to be aware. Right now, I am moving my left leg forward. Right. This is how you start. Right. Then uh, you have to focus on the experience of your leg, whatever the sensations that you feel with with the touch of your leg, your feet on the ground. You have to focus on it. So you have to be fully present, fully aware. So about your current experience with your with your feet, right? right? So that's so when you are moving your right leg forward, you are aware you are moving your right leg forward, and when you are moving your left leg forward, you have to be aware. Right now, I am moving my left leg forward. Then, when you could concentrate on both legs in this manner, so this is the gross level. Now we have to so go to the second step. Second step is when you are raising your leg, you have to be aware. I'm raising my leg, right? So then, when you are stepping down, when you are keeping your leg on the ground, you have to be fully aware. Right now, I'm keeping my leg, right? I'm placing my leg, right? So, so like that. So anymore, you don't focus whether it's the right leg or the left leg, whatever leg that you raise and that you keep. So you focus on those two movements, raising and keeping, right? And when you could do that, then the third step. So when you are raising your leg, you stay aware. When you're moving your leg on the air, you stay fully aware. And when you are keeping your leg, you stay fully aware. That is the third step, right? You have to do it when you could concentrate on the second one, right? This is so I just simply added this, added the part called moving. So moving your leg, but it's a very complicated, deep practice. So when it comes to the third level, right? So if you could practice it up to the second level, then I will help you to practice the third one, right? So this is walking meditation, right? Then another technique. So you can write this down. So focusing on your moral qualities, focusing on your morality, reflection on your morality. In Pali, this is called as Sila Nusati. Still, we have, all right, then let's, Sila Nusati. Sila Nusati means reflection on your moral qualities. So there are five moral qualities. So that it is good for any person to practice. Number one, not killing. Number two, not stealing. Number three, not practicing adultery, right? Number four, not lying. Number five, not taking intoxicants. So these are the um, so these are the five kinds of yeah, not killing, not stealing, not practicing adultery. That means so not practicing sexual misconduct, right? Not lying, and then not taking intoxicants. I don't know whether all of you can do this, but those who can do this, they can focus on these five, right? So you have to reflect on yourself, and you have to be very happy that up to that stage you could practice these five things. Or even though you did it for some time, but so at one point of your time, if you could avoid those things, and from that point of your time up to now, if you could practice this, still you can do this, right? So you have to think like, so you have to reflect on it, and you have to develop happiness. Oh, how wonderful! I'm so lucky. I could practice so these great qualities in me, right? So you have to think my moral qualities. So they are not blameworthy. by myself, right? I even cannot blame myself saying, oh, you didn't practice this quality, right? So the first thing that you have to think is, so these good qualities that I have, this morality that I practice, they are not blameworthy by myself, right? I even cannot accuse myself saying, oh, you cheated, you didn't, so you did this, you did that, like that. So then my morality, it is not blameworthy for others. So the others also cannot accuse me saying you did this, you did that, right? So, and then, right, those moralities, all right, my morality is correct. So you have to happily think my moral qualities, they are correct. My moral qualities, they are straight. Those moral qualities that I practice, I practice them straightly, right? With a straight mind. And then I practice them skillfully, right? With the presence of mind. There were situations that people tempted me to do various kinds of wrong actions, but I so skillfully avoided those things and I kept practicing good action. So then, when you are doing these things, you have to feel the happiness. So gradually, a peculiar kind of happiness starts to flow inside. So, so soaking your whole body and mind, a peculiar kind of happiness starts to come out. So this is a very pure happiness, right? So then, meanwhile, you have to keep on practicing thinking like this. My morality, it is clean and neat. It is clean and neat. So for sure, these moral qualities will lead me, right, to develop concentration. And these moral qualities will definitely lead me to develop wisdom. And these moral qualities will help me, right? Will help me to attain supreme bliss of Nibbana, the real peace, real happiness. So when you think like that, so you should feel the happiness. Then gradually, so little by little, so you gain the ability to concentrate on your concentrate and reflect. So reflect on your morality, right? So um, so if you have broken some of them, but if you have practiced some of them, but they should be pure, right? For an example, if you have never killed, right, then you have to focus on that one, right? And then uh, so you have to focus on that one, and you should practice this one on that practice, right? So you can, if you have practiced at least two of them correctly, so you can focus on both of them too. But better if you can practice all these five things, and if you could reflect on all these five things. So this is Silanusati. And then third one is Marananusati. Marananusati means reflection on death, right? So there are certain people who are lazy and who are reluctant to practice. And then those who have temptations to do bad things, right? So there are certain people who have temptations to do bad things, right? For such kind of people, this is one of the best meditation. But this is not so. Mostly, this is suitable for such kind of people, right? So this meditation is highly prescribed for the people who have criminal tendencies, right? So Marananusati, reflection on death. How you do that? So, right, reflection on death, right? So you have to think. So, so many kings passed away. So many educated people passed away, right? So many rich people passed away. Just like that, I will also pass away. So death is certain, life is uncertain. Death is certain, life is uncertain. So then, so so you think like that, and then just like the drop of water which falls on a leaf in the morning, when it so when the sun rises, right? When the sun rises, just as it evaporates, the life is bound to pass. So life is bound to decay, and I'm bound to pass. So life is uncertain, death is certain. So you have to think like that. So then, so so right. So then, so just like so um, so the breath, the life stays until the breath stays. When the breath is gone, the life is gone. So this life is so relying on the breath. So the life is very uncertain, and death is certain. So this is another way. So like that, there is a long list, but somehow at least you can focus on the first one. Kings, so kings passed away. So many rich people passed away. So many educated people passed away. Just like that, I'm also bound to pass away. Life is uncertain, death is certain. So this is highly recommended for the people who are lazy, right? So this will help you to understand the value of life, right? The value of life. And at the end, so you have to think, since I am a person who has to pass away one day, I should let go of the negative actions that I'm already doing. I should so not start the negative actions that I have not yet started. I have to continue the positive actions that I am already doing. I should start the positive actions as soon as possible that I have not yet started. This is the reflection on that, right? So this is another technique. And then there is another technique. So reflection on cussiness. Cussiness means so but if you do this, you have to have the assistance of a teacher too, right? Just like the other ones, you have to have an assistance of a good teacher. So one cousin is so Patavi cousin. Patavi cousin means reflection on solid nature. Reflection on solid nature. Patavi cousin. So this can be practiced. So right, this can be practiced in two ways. One is the immobile way, and the other one is mobile way. That means so you can create a picture. You can draw a picture on the ground. So this object, meditation object is immobile. You can't take it anywhere, right? Can you understand? So the other one is so you can so create a picture on a maybe on a canvas or something like that. So this is mobile, right? There are such kind of two. So you can prepare any of these objects. And then what you have to do is you have to focus on it first. And then you have to keep in mind, you have to memorize, right? Memorize um, the picture, and you have to so imagine the same picture inside your mind, just like you see it on the floor. It's not easy. Again, you need a teacher for this. If you do, please let me know because I have to assist. Right. So this is so there are so 10 such kind of casinas, but I will only teach about the Patavi casino, not the other ones, because they are not easy to practice for you. Because you are living lay lives. So you are not like monks. So you can't dedicate that much time, and you can't learn all those things which are which are useful to practice the other casinas. So better to practice. If you like, you can practice this Patavi casino, right? Focusing on the picture and trying to memorize it. So for an example, this tanka. So when you close, you have to look at this tanka thoroughly. So you have to memorize all the features very well, right? Then you have to close your eyes, and by mind, you have to see the tanka inside your mind, just like you see it with your naked eyes, right? Can you understand? So there is one meditation technique. But if you do this, please let me know, right? So I taught you several meditation techniques today. So which are extra techniques, so which are alternative techniques to breathing meditation, loving kindness meditation, right? So what is the first one that I taught you? Walking meditation. Then what is the second one? Yes. What is the third one, Pratyush? Reflection on. Before that, I taught you another one. All right, reflection on that. So fourth one. Oh, didn't I teach you about all right, I see. Taught you Sila honesty. All right. Yes. So reflection on death, right? So somehow, so please, and fifth one is uh, reflection on solid things, right? So solid element, right? So you can select any of these and practice. But the most important thing is when you do these things, you except walking meditation, when you do the other ones, you need the guidance of a teacher. I was teach you about another one, very useful one, reflection on the 32 parts of the body, Asubhanusati. But we don't have time. See, the cuckoo says time is over. So I will teach if we um, so if we could find some extra time on another day, I'll teach you about the meditation technique that you do reflecting on the 32 parts of your body. But somehow, if you want, you can select one of these and practice. But except walking meditation, if you practice any other technique, please let me know, and please help me to guide you, right? So I don't want you to go in wrong direction, right? So then please keep practicing. In the morning, newcomers, please practice 5 minutes. In the evening, 5 minutes. And so not very beginners who joined recently, please keep practicing 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes in the evening. And the other students, so all students, they are kindly requested at least to practice 20 minutes in the morning and 20 minutes in the evening breathing meditation, because we don't have a lot of time, right? So now we are going to conclude. Today too, together all of us gathered here, practice this noble meditation technique, this non-sectarian meditation technique, breathing meditation, along with loving kindness meditation for a short period of time. And by that way, we accumulated a lot of positive energy. By the power of all that positive energy, please think, may all our troubles be away. May all the good things happen in our lives. May we be able to practice this noble meditation technique ardently, continuously, for the benefit of yourself and for the benefit of others. And practicing this, finally, may all of us attain real peace, real happiness, purification of mind, Nibbana. Please say it 3 times. Sadhu, 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 and concentrate. Abhivadana silisse niccang vaddha pachayino chattaro dhamma vaddhanti ayuvang sukhang balang ayurarogya sampatti sagga sampatti me vache ato nimmana sampatti iminati samijjatu. May you all be well. May you all be happy. May you all be very peaceful. Sukhi hotu. Sukhi hotu. Sukhi hotu. Good night to everyone. And newcomers, please stay. I'm going to give you that chart. And then see you all in the next week. Good night to everyone. Sukhi hotu. Right, Mrs. Dikshita, good night.
Good night, Bante.
Good night, Mr. Huad and Mrs. Rita.
Good night, Bante. Thank you.
Good night. Mrs. Lees, good night.
Good night, Bante. Thank you very much.
Me all the good happen. Neha Didi, good night.
Thank you, Bante.
Good night, Bante. Thank you, Bante. Thank you. Wow.